Hey there, it's Brittany, and welcome to the Net Zero Earth podcast. I'm so excited to be your host for this week's episode, where we'll be diving into the latest updates on carbon markets, global economic news, and the latest developments in the world of Web3. First up, we'll be taking a deep dive into the world of cryptocurrency with a focus on Ethereum and Bitcoin. You won't want to miss this segment as we unpack the latest market trends and explore how these digital assets are shaping the future of finance. And then, we'll be bringing you a recap of the previous week's economic news, including updates on the Baker Hughes oil rig count, export prices, and import prices. Trust me, you'll want to stay tuned for this one. Followed later by, we'll be looking ahead to the upcoming economic calendar, with a focus on key events like the Baker Hughes oil rig count, export prices, import prices, and net long-term TIC flows. This is your one-stop shop for staying up to date on the latest economic happenings. What's up, fam? I hope everyone is feeling well. To wrap things up, we'll be taking a closer look at the latest news in the world of climate and carbon credits. You won't want to miss this segment as we explore how the global space economy is poised to grow, and how these innovations are delivering greater benefits to a more diverse set of stakeholders. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Stay tuned for more after this commercial break and word from our sponsors.
Today's podcast is brought to you by Net Zero Earth, an innovative company harnessing the power of Web3 and blockchain technology to pave the way towards a carbon-neutral future. Net Zero Earth is dedicated to assisting organizations and individuals in achieving their decarbonization goals by providing cutting-edge solutions that streamline the process of tracking, reducing, and offsetting carbon emissions. By leveraging the transparency and immutability of blockchain, Net Zero Earth ensures that every step taken towards net zero is verifiable and secure. Their platform allows users to easily monitor their carbon footprint, access a marketplace of verified carbon offset projects, and participate in a global community committed to combating climate change. Whether you're a large corporation looking to meet sustainability targets or an eco-conscious individual striving to minimize your environmental impact, Net Zero Earth has the tools and expertise to help you make a difference. Join the movement towards a greener, more sustainable world with Net Zero Earth.
Hey there, listeners. It's your host, bringing you the latest updates on the Net Zero Earth podcast. Today, we're diving into some exciting topics, including the growth of the global space economy, the current state of Bitcoin and Ethereum, and the latest economic news that could impact our world. First up, let's talk about the global space economy. According to a report by the World Economic Forum and McKinsey, this sector is expected to skyrocket to a whopping $1.8 trillion by 2035. That's a massive increase from the $630 billion we're seeing in 2023. The growth is being driven by the need for better connectivity through satellites, higher demand for positioning and navigation services, and the increased use of space-enabled AI and machine learning insights. It's incredible to think about how these innovations could help solve global challenges like climate change while also benefiting a wide range of industries. Now, let's switch gears and take a look at the world of cryptocurrency. Bitcoin, the king of crypto, is currently sitting at a market capitalization of over $572 billion, with a total supply of 21 million coins. Ethereum, the second largest cryptocurrency, isn't far behind with a market cap of around $225 billion. It's fascinating to see how these digital assets continue to hold their value and attract investors from all walks of life. Moving on to the economic news from the previous week, we saw a slight decrease in the Baker Hughes oil rig count, which could have a minor impact on the stock market and local economies dependent on the oil industry. Export prices in the U.S. also saw a 22% increase, which may affect the global economy and the competitiveness of U.S. goods in international markets. Looking ahead to this week, we have some important events on the economic calendar. The Baker Hughes oil rig count will be released on April 19th, while export and import prices data will be announced on April 18th. Additionally, the net long-term TIC flows will be reported on April 17th. These events could provide valuable insights into the direction of the economy and the potential impact on various sectors. As we wrap up this segment, I want to leave you with a question to ponder. How do you think the growth of the space economy and the adoption of cryptocurrencies will shape our world in the coming years? I'd love to hear your thoughts, so be sure to join the conversation in our community. If y'all are enjoying this podcast, don't forget to like and subscribe. Stay tuned for more after this commercial break and a word from our sponsors.
Today's podcast is brought to you by Net Zero Earth, an innovative company harnessing the power of Web3 and blockchain technology to pave the way towards a carbon-neutral future. Net Zero Earth is dedicated to assisting organizations and individuals in achieving their decarbonization goals by providing cutting-edge solutions that streamline the process of tracking, reducing, and offsetting carbon emissions. By leveraging the transparency and immutability of blockchain, Net Zero Earth ensures that every step taken towards net zero is verifiable and secure. Their platform allows users to easily monitor their carbon footprint, access a marketplace of verified carbon offset projects, and participate in a global community committed to combating climate change. Whether you're a large corporation looking to meet sustainability targets or an eco-conscious individual striving to minimize your environmental impact, Net Zero Earth has the tools and expertise to help you make a difference. Join the movement towards a greener, more sustainable world with Net Zero Earth.
That's a wrap for this week's Net Zero Earth podcast. I hope you enjoyed our discussions on the latest in carbon markets, global economic updates, and Web3 news. Before we go, I want to give a special shout out to our sponsors. Your support makes this podcast possible, and we couldn't do it without you. So, a big thank you to our ad submitters. You rock! In case you missed anything, here's a quick recap of today's segments. We kicked things off with the Baker Hughes oil rig count, followed by a deep dive into export prices. Then we switched gears and talked about import prices, before rounding things out with a look at net long-term TIC flows. But most importantly, I want to thank you, our listeners and community. Your feedback, questions, and ideas are what drive this podcast forward each and every week. Keep them coming. For more info on everything we covered today, be sure to check out netzeroearth.com. That's also where you can submit your own ideas and vote on others. All right, that's all for now. See you next time on the Net Zero Earth podcast.
You're my funny Valentine, sweet Cali Valentine. You make me smile, smile in my heart. Your looks are laughable. Unphotographable.